Yes, everybody, Russ and the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well. We are in the dying embers of the Brighton game against West Ham at the Amex. And yes, this is not a drill. It is West Ham 3, Brighton Hove Albion 1. Can our voodoo? We literally have about a minute or so left until the end of the game. Will we beat our duck and get this monkey off our back in terms of beating Brighton in the Premier League? 12 games we've played them in the Premier League, 12 times we have not beaten them. But is it lucky time 13th for the Hammers? It's been a smash and grab. First half particularly, obviously we went up 1-0. We're still in less than a minute left. Mikel Antonio scoring. Player of the match according to Sky. Goals, shots, and touches in the opposition box. Considering we have had not a lot of possession, that is not too shabby, Alonso. It looks like we're going to end up with about 20% possession. 11 shots on target to Brighton's 26. They've had 10 shots on target. Areola has been arguably man of the match. He has been phenomenal with some of his saves. Bowing's on the attack right at the end. Is he going to try and get the third? If we get a third goal, we are top of the league. At the moment, we are second by goal difference. Let's see. Fornals takes it out to the right-hand side. Bowen looks like they're playing around with it now. Tilo Kira to JWP, who's been immense again. To Soufal to Fornals, who's again that burst of energy has come on in the second half and made a massive difference when we've needed him to come on. Alvarez looked absolutely shattered considering it's his first game back. It's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. We're on the counter attack. The ball's coming through the middle. It's coming through Danny. Is that Danny Ings? Danny Ings. Oh, he should have buried that. And on the rebound, Benny's dancing. Unbelievable. Should have got that one. And that's it. And we finished 3-1. We have beaten Brighton and Hove Albion. We have beaten Brighton and Hove Albion 3-1. Not, 80% possession to Brighton, 20%. That's all you need. 12 shots, 7 on target, and we score with fucking 3 of them. Very good. 17 corners for Brighton to 4 at West Ham. And we didn't even win the fouls either. Brighton had 10 fouls to our 9. So that's put us up. And I believe we're up to second in the league. 7 points in 3 games. Technically, it's put us top of the league. No, that's not right. We're not top of the league, are we? It says we're top of the league on goals scored. I'll take some of that. Say we are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. Phenomenal. Top of the league. We're equal on points with Arsenal and Tottenham, but we've scored 1 more goal than them. So really and weep until obviously tomorrow when Man City play Sheffield United. But we'll take that. Top of the league, and having a laugh. We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. Can you believe it? We've actually bloody beaten Brighton. Oh dear, unbelievable. I'm going to put top of the league, and having a laugh, and having a laugh. Unbelievable. What a game. Second half, phenomenal second half. Let's see, we've got JWP broke the voodoo for that first goal. Indeed, it's his first. I mean, he's scored. I believe that's his 50th. His 50th Premier League goal. So fair play. And apparently, he's got a really good. He has a really good record against Brighton anyway. Super David Moyes masterclass. Yes, we are top. I'll take that. Top of the league and having a laugh. Hammer time indeed. Top class. Finally beat them. It's 13th time lucky. 13th time. Scott's batteries died in all the fun and games. Imagine if Sheffield United got a point. JWP top of the league, 113 passes the whole game, 3-1. That's all you need, son, isn't it? That's Moyes' ball in its entirety. What a performance. Zuma man of the match. I think Areola's man of the match. Moyes man of the match. Top of the league with Luton next. Only West Ham could lose that. But don't forget that's Luton's first game at Kenilworth Road in the Premier League. So remember Nottingham Forest last year, same thing happened to them at the City Ground. So Let's just enjoy this while we can. I wish I could put a bet on that indeed. Well, Kirsten Trudeau, bring on Man City. 20% possession indeed. Ariel was superb. Take a bow, son. Take a bow. Zoom was good. I thought Bonner played well as well. Great performance. Superb defence. And counting Moyes ball works. Irons, let's go. And don't forget, Mr. Kudos is apparently about to sign as well. Do bring me back. I've died and we've won 3-1. And we are top of the league, baby. Top of the league and having a laugh. Who predicted 7 points in the first 3 games? Let's be honest. But a long, long way together, though. The hard times and the good. What time to celebrate? I want to praise you like I should. There he is. There he is. There he is. Top of the league. Having a laugh. Top of the league.
Top of the league. Shall I show you where we are? Shall I actually show you where we are?
Well, we're top of the league.
Look. There we are.
Oh, top of the league. So we are top of the league.
Unbelievable, Russ.
Mind the gap, Arsenal.
Unbelievable. Like, I just don't know where to begin. Like, I can't describe like that. I don't know. We said it. We came on at half time. It's Moyes' ball.
Yeah.
But do you know what, Russ? It's so clear, right? Whatever's been drilled into them, see the structure. Whether you like football or not, whether you like flamboyant style of football, whether you like creative football, whatever you like, when you look at the structure, when Brighton come at West Ham, they are in their lines like robots.
Oh, yeah.
Like they are, it's drilled into them. But then equally though, you know what? Our biggest issue last year wasn't defending. Our biggest issue was scoring goals.
Yeah.
We've played 3 games and we've scored 7 goals, Russ, and we've only conceded 3. That's a huge turnaround in 3 games. It's 3 games, 7 points off the back. 7 points off the back.
33 to go. I know. But that's the thing. That's what we were saying all through this summer. Is you know, it's about getting that defense tight, and we will, and you know, and taking the chances when we get them. And you know, this is reminiscent of more in the last 2 seasons, not including obviously last season. It's reminiscent of how we played. You know, Antonio seems to have found his shooting boots. I mean, we can talk about, you know, some of the passing through to, I mean, Bowen for the second goal, amazing pass. It was also, I mean, Paqueta, like it was a pass in the first half, beautifully weighted. I think it's the first 5 minutes. And it was just a great performance, you know. Again, you know, we look at the stats. We got 20% possession, but that is Moyes' ball 1.0.
It is 100%. Should we give the viewers a chance to come on if they want? We'll bring a couple of people on. Yeah, why not? We'll give a couple of people a chance to come on and have their say if you want. Are we going to do the link or should we do the link?
Yeah.
Is that what we do?
I think they would.
No, that's fine. So if you are watching right now, you've got the chance to come in, then come in and have your say. Why not? I mean, it's a sharing platform, so I'm going to put the link in. Just click the link, and we'll put you in the green room, and then we'll bring you on when we get a chance. As well. But Russ, mate, I've actually, there's so many players I want to go through, right? But one of the biggest players who was controversial in terms of signing because some of the fan base were not 100% all over it, but and that's JWP, James Ward. Awesome. Mate, he was everywhere today. He was everywhere.
And that's part of the game. I don't think it's a bit like when certain players get bigged up by their own clubs. And JWP, you look at his running. Last year, he ran more than anyone else in Southampton by a long way. And he always does that. But we don't see that as fans who are not watching the games. We see match of the day, free kicks, but actually he's got a lot more to his game. And I think people didn't appreciate that. They just saw him as a free kick merchant. Same as he should have been named a former captain. We know what he can bring to a club, but people only see stuff on match of the day and say that he's not involved in the passing or going forward and things like that. JWP is immense. That second half, that little 1-2 with Bowen when he backheeled it back into Benrahma. Beautiful.
You can see there's an element of, you always talk a lot about kind of players being let go into different roles and different positions. So there's all that. He should not be named who went away to Arsenal, who's been trying to give this more forward thinking role. And there's probably an element of that when it comes to JWP. He had one particular role when he was at Southampton. And I think that's really what they tried to utilize game in and game out. But what you're probably seeing now is a more flamboyant JWP's got more to. I mean, I think we've all known he's got more to his game, but we're now really starting to see what he's capable of doing. I mean, he was really, really good today, Russ. He was really good today.
He was really good. I think they were, and I think Alvarez was phenomenal considering he's just come in. He hasn't had he's still just 2 weeks into a pre-season in essence. He was brilliant. I thought he was really, he's exactly what we know we're going to get out of him. And you could tell he was knackered towards the end. They were trying to get him off as soon as possible because he was shattered.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was. I mean, obviously, Areola was phenomenal today. I thought some of his saves were absolutely fantastic.
Mate, Areola was honestly was world class today. Like if you're the French boss and you're looking at that game and you've seen the start to the season, I mean, should be no doubts in your mind whatsoever. That he is up there, because today he's proven again as to why Moyes is maybe giving him a chance. Moyes has said it himself. Moyes has said it, like, I'm going to give him a chance.
Yeah,
he's the future, and fair play to Moyes for doing it. And the saves were outrageous. I'll bring up the stats in a second, but just an all round structured, tactical performance from West Ham. They out tacticked, or Moyes out tacticked Brighton, and we needed that. Russ, we needed to get that.
We needed that, and I think to be honest, we needed to. What was key was how frustrated they started getting. And we said this. I said this to Luke, the Brighton fan. I said, you've had a couple of good wins, but this is probably your test of this season. And they looked really, really frustrated. And that's clearly the way we play. We're a team that plays a lot of ball. We let them have it. We keep it tight. They had something like 26 shots.
Yeah.
And I think I had 10 on target. And most of them were outside the box.
Yeah.
And that's exactly, the way they were trying to play it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Let me bring up the stats of JWP, and I'll show you actually where he was on the park. If you have a look here, that shows you his heat map of the game today. He played the full 90 minutes. He got himself a goal. He had 44 touches, but 84% of them were accurate as well. 75% of his long balls were accurate today. He had 2 shots on target. He won 100% of his aerial duels as well. He got 4 interceptions and 1 block, an all-round performance from the geezer today. But it was not just all of the stuff I've said there. It was his off the ball runs. It was the space he was making for the other midfielders as well, getting involved. I mean, the geezer really knew what he was doing, didn't he, today?
Oh, without doubt. And Johnny Mack makes a good point. Can you imagine what our pace be like soon on that counter attack on that left hand side? What's that's going to be? Hopefully in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
But no, it was Moyes ball 101, and it worked. Yeah. And sometimes it don't work. Sometimes, Christ, I remember at the same time when we played them last year at their gaff, we got turned over, absolutely turned over. And this is, totally different.
You're right,
totally
mate.
different.
We did. It was a really dominant performance from Brighton last year. Really dominant, and you kind of we always knew this was going to be quite possibly a bigger test than even Chelsea, to be honest, because coming to their gaff, we've never beat them before, and all that plays on your mind. But bang, my God, did we hit them where it hurt today?
Lucky
really,
13.
we did. And yeah, we did. We really did hit them in the heart. Like we hit them where they hurt. We got them on the counter. They again, it comes down to the outpassed us. I think where's all the game stats? I think we've got them here right as well. Let me bring them up for you. The actual statistics, because people are really interested in the amount of passing that goes on in a game. So the 79% ball possession to Brighton, to West Ham's 21%. The passes in total, Brighton had 736 passes to West Ham's 199. But what I will say, out with the saves that Areola made, I would honestly say we frightened them equal amounts. Apart from the fact we scored the 3 goals, we had more chances. We had more chances in this game as well. And we when they were coming forward at us, we always looked structured. We always looked disciplined. We always knew what we were doing. I mean, I've got to give a humongous shout out to Kurt Zouma. Mate, he was colossal. So was Oggy. So was Oggy. But Kurt Zouma, mate, I mean, he was everywhere in the defending. He threw his body on the line. He played 90 minutes. get this, he had 12 clearances, 1 block shot, 2 interceptions, 2 tackles. He won all of his ground duels, 100% of his ground duels. He won 98% of his aerial duels. He had a 40% successful pass rate, but that wasn't the issue, because the issue was him clearing. That's why he had that pass rate, because he was just clearing the balls left, right, and center. He was throwing his body on the line. Those clearances, those 12 particular clearances, Russ, nullified any threat coming through to us. Any threat
he was a beast. He was a beast today. And he had to be. He had to be, because, no disrespect, he had an aging centre back next to him. A centre back yourself weren't keen about having starting for that reason.
But on him, 90 minutes, 5 clearances, 3 block shots, 1 interception, 1 tackle. He won 100% of his ground duels, 50% of his aerial duels, as well. He had a higher pass rate than what Zuma did, 83% pass rate. He was accurate with 90% of his long balls today. That's Augie. And that's a player that I was really genuinely concerned about, because I was really worried about his legs. But essentially, I shouldn't have been worried about his legs, because West Ham chose to go to this game and be the style of play they were, which then afforded Augie to do what he was capable of doing.
Yeah.
The Sky have given Antonio man of the match. I mean, mate, let's just bring him up. We all doubt him. We do. I do it as well. Yeah. We do it every fucking year. We've done it. We've done it every year since he's joined the club. He played at fullback. We can always give you the scenarios of when he was in the corner flag against Crystal Palace and he didn't hold the ball in there. Bang, we go and lose a goal. And then we think about the style of play that we do. But he is literally the kingpin at the David Moyes style of play.
Yeah,
he is. He knows exactly what he's going to do. Mate, they could not cope with him today.
No. And when he's like that, and we've said it every time, when Antonio plays well, the team play well. The focus of our game plan is on Antonio. If he's up for it, then we'll be up for it. It is no coincidence. If he plays shit, we don't play well at all, because it's just all about him. It's all about playing up to him and him terrorizing defenders. When he's got the, at the moment, he's in his purple patch. So get me your fantasy football league team, and he'll, because we've got Luton next week. He'll be up for that, and and so and then obviously the international break, and he'll probably then be shit for a couple of games. But that's how Antonio's always been at West Ham.
What I actually find quite interesting is, though, it's funny because this could be the right time for Antonio to be at the club. And the reason for that is because we're having to play differently. So, we've got this kudos coming in. We've got strength and depth coming from the squad. Like, you can see that when we bring the substitutes on as well. Yeah. Danny Ings looks lively when he comes on. He's got a little engine in him. Pablo Fornals, the energy he brings to this team, the energy he brings to this squad. I can see it from the bench. I can see it when he comes on. It's phenomenal what he does. And I don't think Antonio's turning fortune again in a West Ham shirt is enough for David Moyes to turn around and say, I'm not going to go and look for a striker. Because if you do bring a striker, I think if we're going to go and look for a striker, we are going to go and look for a striker. And I think, when you look at the balls coming into the box, like in Esri, like that, I'm not saying it may be him, but if it is him, like he will be lapping them balls up left, right, and center. However, when you essentially look at Antonio's performance today, deservedly so, gets man of the match, but there's maybe a whole host of players you could give that to today. He played 79 minutes, gets himself a goal, 2 shots on target, 1 off target. He was 100% dribble success rate today, 3 from 3, missed 1 big chance, 73% pass success rate, accurate with 100% of his balls. He won nearly 100% of his ground duels, only lost possession 7 times. He got involved back in the defensive duties as well. So the thing I'm interested in seeing is, and people were saying it in the comments during the match day live, and obviously you talk about that shall not be named. It does change because players are going forward. I'm looking at the goal now when Bowen scores the goal. I'm looking at the players that are going forward. It's a different variety of players. Like, there's that engine, Russ. They've got that engine in the team. I'm not wanting to get carried away because it's true. Adam, I get it to a certain extent. Let's calm down a little bit. I get it. But equally, though, why? We're fucking West Ham, mate. Like, not many people in our fan base predicted we'd have 7 points after the first 3 games.
No.
I literally, nobody.
No.
Even me and Russ, who are the most positive West Ham fans, would never have put would never have put that on our points tally.
No,
never.
You're thinking away to Bournemouth, a side who have just got a new manager, play a really exciting style of football. You're thinking home to Chelsea, Poch's first London derby as Chelsea manager, and you're thinking Brighton. We've never beat Brighton, and so then you look at next game will be Luton. It's the first game in the Premier League at Kenilworth Road, so they'll be up for it. Same as Nottingham Forest were last season, if you remember. It was the first game at the City Ground. So, look, and it's something we did not see coming. Same as the Chelsea. I mean, I feel like I'm walking out the same sort of feeling as the Chelsea game. I did not see that one coming. For the last two games, I've not seen those ones coming, but they've come and they're on the pitch and they're on the table. And the table don't lie. We are top of the league.
And I tell you what, though, Russ, 3 games in, unbeaten in the Premier League, 7 points on. I'm listening to Antonio. I'm now listening to Jared Bowen. They've got a buzz. They have got a buzz. But the thing is, I think they've always had that buzz. And genuinely, someone even said it there, like they're playing like European champions. Well, do you know what? They want to win games. They know what it's like to win. So once you get that buzz, once you've won something, once you win a title of some sort, you want to win it again. You want to win something again. These players get that buzz.
Yeah.
So, West Ham have been successful in Europe over the last 2 seasons. We're in Europe again, 3rd season in a row. And we're signing players, and we're signing the players that we wanted to see, not just the players that we didn't want to see. We're looking at the right age group. We're looking at, equally though, we've signed a player, JWP, that's come in, that's got the experience, that's slotted in. He's slotted in. I got to give him credit today. He showed captaincy mindset today. Did you see him, Russ, when sometimes the corners were coming in, he was organising everyone?
Well, that's the experience that we know that Moyes wanted in the signings that came in. We've lost a lot of experience. A lot of experience is now on the bench as well, in terms of likes of Cresswell and people like that. So he wants people who come in who are experienced as well. And there is a balancing act. As I said, for all of Brighton's, it looks like they're going to sign Carlos Baliba from Lille, good player. We were linked to him as their replacement for Casado. But for all those they've still got Danny Welbeck. They've still got Milner. They've still got Lallana. You still need that experience. And so,
hold on a minute. Right, so you keep talking. I'm going to tell you what he says. Hold on. Bowen, the note.
Okay. We showed the league.
I'll let you.
Go on in. No, go on, Karen. Do you enjoy the way we play? Not particularly.
On the counter, run the full length of the pitch, and we will score. Is what Moyes wrote, and that's what happened.
Well, they tracked the JWP goal, and he won the ball in midfield about halfway into our half, and then ended up putting it in the net. Mate,
that goal should really sum up what JWP has brought to this team. He's pinged the ball forward. What looked like a hopeless ball. It looked like a hopeless ball. It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember saying it in the match. I was like,
I
was like, where's that gone? It's kind of, he's done his typical kind of curl on it. Antonio's put the pressure on. And what I didn't realize was that the man who started the play was actually inside the box.
Yeah.
Inside the 6-yard box, putting it in the back of the net. Like, that's unbelievable effort. That's a drive. That's an energy of desperation to want to put that ball into the back of the net. And that is something you've got to give credit to. Like, I know it's not, if you are watching this, I get it. It's not that style of play that loads of people call for. I get that. But there are little snippets of exciting play. Like when Ben Rama, like, I'm screaming at him and I'm like, why are you stopping?
Yeah.
Why are you stopping? And then he just looks up. And in actual fact, the more I think about it, maybe that's what he should do more of. Maybe he should stop more because he
just
found
looked.
And it was pin perfect to Bowen's feet to put it in the back of the net. Like, all these players just seem to be clicking a little bit. I love that connection between Paqueta, Emerson, Ben Rama. I do.
Yeah.
I really do. They've got a real strong understanding of each other. Emerson burst forward. He's done well today. He's done really well.
Times he dropped his shoulder and cut inside to midfield. I thought he was really good. I think Emerson's a very good player. I think he can be very, very good for us.
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely. I mean, what can we say about Paqueta? I mean, the guy The geezer he's fucking phenomenal. Some of the passes he was picking out from absolutely nothing, mate.
Some of the arrogance as well. Like
his arrogance, mate. If you notice what he's doing this season more than he did last season, if nothing's on, he is absolutely happy to hold on to the player, the ball, and wait for the player to come tight. And then what he does is he grabs him and holds him, and then he puts his head up. Yeah. And he's watching, and I'm like, that is just his arrogance is good, but his passing is just finessely perfect. And he is not scared of getting stuck in. Like
no, and there was a bit
so many injuries.
There was a bit in the second half where he was around the corner flag and he ended up winning the corner, and he just turns to the fans and was like, "Come on, get going," and that's exactly what we want, and that's what we need, and it sort of again the fans were fantastic, the away fans were phenomenal today, and you got that two-way process. You got them and us. You got them, and that's how you do it. The fans were brilliant, and they started going. And if the players are then replicating up the pitch, it's a two-way process. It's very, very simple.
They're just showing this goal now from JWP interception, whacks the ball forward, bang! He's gone, and no one's picked him up from Brighton. I'm just trying to see, does he actually bring the ball around the defender, or does he shoot first time?
No, he sort of takes a weird touch on, and then he puts it away in the second.
They're doing a close up of it now. Antonio drives in. Does he shoot? Oh, he does. No, I think he does try to tap it in. And then takes a tiny deflection off the defender.
Don't matter. He's got in it. He's got it.
And we've saw the celebration.
Yeah, and he's got a really good record against Brighton, and that's his 50th Premier League goal, which is an awesome
achievement. Right, listen, there's an interesting thing though, which is Tommy Souček comes off with a concussion. And that forces West Ham to make a sub. Benny comes on. What do you think of the change? I mean, I know you don't want that situation to happen, but it has happened.
But it's what the fans wanted in a weird way, isn't it? And although Moyes wanted to play Souček and Alvarez and JWP, by Souček getting injured, I thought we looked a more settled side. We had natural width on the left hand side with Ben Rama, where Paqueta always wants to come inside. So I know Benny does as well, but he's that left-sided player. So I thought we looked a lot more rigid. Obviously, it meant that someone like Bonner's a bit more exposed because Alvarez was very much doing that sitting in front of the back four. He was pushed up a little bit a little bit more, but look, it worked, and he was in the dugout afterwards, so it's not too serious. Hopefully, he may well, if it's a concussion, he may well miss the Luton game, because it's usually a 10-day, isn't it, concussion protocol. So we don't know.
I'm watching the Antonio goal again. I mean, it's an unbelievable goal. It's an unbelievable goal. It's unbelievable. It really is.
Yeah.
Touch. He skips Webster. Webster has no chance. Unbelievable.
And there's a thing as well. It's like you've got a situation where you've got, two. We've obviously we had the Mavropanos deal, and he was watching, and we beat Chelsea. And I imagine Mr. Kudus is watching Sky Sports today, watching us turn over Brighton. Just need to sign someone else in time for the Luton game. Well, actually, it is deadline day anyway, isn't it?
Wow.
I know, absolutely phenomenal game.
Wow, honestly, it's unreal.
Oh, it was brilliant. It was brilliant, and that's set off nice for the long weekend, isn't it?
Mate, nothing beats a Saturday West Ham win. And then you can focus on the rest of the weekend, and it's like, oh my god, you can focus.
And
on the fact
I mean, pre-match we were all sort of shitting we're thinking, we're gonna get thumped, or if we got a draw, it'll be a good result. And I don't think I think a few people said, we're gonna win, but I don't know. I think it's more hope than judgment. But look, we've done it. We did the job, and we're top of the league, having a laugh until tomorrow. But doesn't matter. Enjoy it. It doesn't happen very often at West Ham that we're top of the league. So we're not getting carried away, but look at the table and just enjoy it.
I don't think there's any. I mean, listen, I don't think there's any harm in a way to get carried away. We're a lot. I think it's because it's funny. You win a competition. The Premier League form's not been great, but you lose. You're questioning your best player. You sign players to try and bed them in. but you look at the core of West Ham there, and you've still got a solid core of players that have been there for a while, and it just looks like they're trying to bring in the right pieces of the jigsaw, and it looks like that's what they're trying to do. And kudos changes the style of play as well. Like, I mean, each week, Russ, we don't really know who's going to play again. It's back to that situation.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody really expected the lineup today. Really, I don't think, did they?
I think I was one out. I had Ben Rama instead of Alvarez, but everyone else I had Oggy in and stuff. But no, I think obviously don't forget when you come back to the Luton game, you'll have Alvaro Aguerd back in. The likelihood is, I imagine, Suchek might still be through concussion, might still not be available for the games.
Yeah.
He has a full concussion, so that would mean Alvarez comes in.
Yep, absolutely,
unbelievable, or on the bench.
Yep.
See.
And if anyone is just joining us, you've just witnessed West Ham beat Brighton. The what do you call them? Team, the voodoo team, the team that
13th time lucky.
13th time lucky. There's some images. Antonio smashing the ball into the back of the net. James Ward-Prowse on top of Jared Bowen. Emerson, who'd done a fantastic performance again today. Really, really, really good. Jared Bowen putting it into the back of the net. No doubts at all. Unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable, which was good.
We've got loads of stuff coming your way. I mean, we'll take a time to dissect it. We'll probably bring back final word. We'll probably do the 5 best things about the game. 6, but I don't even know how many things we do about the game, to be honest. I can't remember. That was the show we did last year. All that sort of stuff. So, I hope you've all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Russ.
We'll probably do the ratings on Monday. It's Bank Holiday Monday, so you might do the ratings. Might do it Sunday. Who knows? We'll see. But make sure the only way you know when we're on is if you hit the bell notification, so you're made aware every time we're on.
And if you don't know where West Ham are,
where are we?
Well, all you need to do is ask David Moyes, because look what he's doing. Hold on a minute. Where is it? Come on. There it is. Look where he's pointing.
Number 1.
Look where he's pointing. Top of the league, because that's where we are.
Top of the league, having a laugh. Top of the league and having a laugh.
Honestly,
all good.
That was enjoyable. I can't breathe after celebrating. I'm in. Yeah, someone said I needed an inhaler. I think I do. But that was phenomenal. Great day at the office.
Great day at the office. Massive. We are massive. And as I said, if you're new around, don't forget to give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a subscribe. Maybe become a channel member. Why not? Why not enjoy yourself and become a channel member and get loads of extra content as well? Yes. And as I said, next week, busy week. Last week of the transfer window. Next Friday's going to be a busy day with the Europa League group draw, plus the window closing, plus.
Oh my God, is that the same day?
Yes.
Oh my God! Well, lucky enough, I'm off work.
I know you're off work. I know I'm going to have to be.
Actually, do you know what? I'm off work, but something else is happening. Yeah, it's fine. We'll have to discuss it all.
Anyway, okie dokie. All right then, let's go and enjoy the rest of our evening.
Go and enjoy it, everyone. Go and enjoy it.
See you soon.
Alfonso Areola, take a bow.
Take a bow, Areola.
Oh, yeah.